Hours later, she woke with a dull heaviness in her limbs. Varmint surrounded her, an arm rested over her stomach, firm, protective. At least that is how it felt to her. She turned her head slightly. He lay beside her. Eyes closed, face peaceful, breathing slow, even almost fragile in sleep, so he stayed, she thought. He must have been worried, he must have watched over her, he must have fallen asleep here because she was not well. The thought softened something in her chest. Of course, he couldn't be dangerous, of course, he couldn't be the terrifying presence she had felt. He looked too slim, too normal, too gentle. The way he had slammed the door open earlier flickered in her mind the unnatural strength, the impact that could have torn the hinge loose, but she pushed the thought away, stress, fear, the strange look, the whispers. Her brain was playing tricks on her. Her gaze slid to the clock, 1 p.m. Checked, she muttered, smacking her forehead. Why, you are an idiot, first week at work and you already skipped the office. She grabbed her phone and dialed Mr. Lee in the living room of penthouse next to hers. The ringtone shattered the silence. Mr. Lee playing the book slipped from his hand and hit the floor. The sound echoed. From the bed, the man beside her opened his eyes. The darkness and deep, predatory that Mr. Lee posed. We know that if the call went unanswered, it wouldn't be just a missed call. Seeing her name on the screen brought him a wave of relief. Yes, ma'am, he answered quickly. Her voice was soft, husky, still half asleep. Hello, Mr. B. This is HR Tanvayan. I'm really sorry for abandoning my office today. I was not well and I just woke up. You can probably hear it in my voice. Could you please request the CEO to grant me a deal for today? Mr. Lee blinked. Does he even know who she is talking about? He swallowed his disbelief. Yes, Miss Young, I'll ask the CEO. She thanked him and hung up beside her. The man pressed closer, his face over near her neck. A restrained smile curved his lips. What? She was innocent, too innocent to realize who he was, too innocent to know who the real danger was. His arm tightened slightly around her wrist. She assumed he was tired, that he had just woken up. In reality, he had not slept at all. He had bored her for hours. Her pulse beat beneath his lips. Scent clouded his senses, hunger clawed at his thought. His mouth hovered over her carotid artery. It took everything in him not to sink his fangs into her skin. Not to taste her, not to lose control, he pulled back sharply before instincts won. Then he smiled, warm, harmless. You woke up, he murmured, rubbing his eyes. When did you wake up, Ryan? He sat up, smiling just now. I called my manager, Mr. Lee. I missed work. First week and I already took a leave. I feel so irresponsible. He shrugged lightly. That's fine. You are sick. It's not like your company will collapse if you miss one day. You are human, not a machine. Your boss is not a god. She laughed weakly. Are you crazy? He's a millionaire. Why would he care about me? His gaze lingered on her, soft, dangerous, unreadable. That's the thing, he said quietly. We never know who we are precious to. To one person, you are nothing. To another, you are obsession, addiction, their entire world. Her smile faltered slightly. She studied him. You talk weird sometimes, she muttered. First the blood thing, then darkness. Now this, it is a joke. Stop. My life already feels like someone is messing with me. She exhaled, frustrated. Maybe it's a technology, AI. Someone playing games with my head. She shook it off. Whatever. She blew it. It hit him with a quiet shock. She was too innocent, too soft for the world like this. You are too naive, Ryan, he murmured gently. You don't understand what people are capable of. Sometimes where one's thinking stops, the other one starts from there. He tilted his head slightly, voice almost curious. You sat this morning, someone is hunting you, a book, red eyes whispered. What was that about? His tone was harmless, light, as if he truly knew nothing. She didn't notice the lie. Instead, she turned towards a small table there. She sat pointing. That book, it lay open exactly where it had been left. The Vampire, she continued, written by someone named V, just one letter. Isn't that weird? It says a storybook, but it's not normal. She laughed nervously. It moved on its own without me touching it. It comes closer. It sat on my lap. The word rewrite themselves. It sounds crazy, I know, but come, I'll show you. She grabbed his wrist and pulled him towards it. He resisted instinctively. Because he knew that book, he knew what it was, he knew who it belonged to, and he knew it obeyed him. The closer he got, the more the pages trembled, eager, obedient, restless. Thankfully, she moved ahead of him, blocking his line of gaze. She leaned over the book and touched the pages. Instantly, the words shimmered. They fled into motion, letters twisted, melted, rewrote themselves like living veins, fresh words formed. Hello, sweetheart. Good afternoon. You woke up at the right time. I was missing you. If you had slept a little longer, I might have come to wake you up myself or tasted a little of your blood. I'm still thirsty, little one, but it's too early to hunt you today. Be patient, the day is long. It crawled up her spine as she read. This was not technology, this was not AI, this was not hacking, this was not her phone, not a screen, not a computer, not a device, this was paper, a book, and the words were not ink. In the full clarity of daylight, she finally saw it. They were written in blood. He stumbled backwards, breath shuddering, and collided with his chest. The impact knocked the book, and as his shoulder crushed it, the pages trembled violently, fluttering as if catch an invisible storm. For a split second, it looked like they would tear themselves free and fly straight into him. He froze. No, not now. Whatever the book intended to do, whatever it recognized, she couldn't let it happen in front of her, not yet. She couldn't bear that the CEO, the hunter, the monster in the shadows, and her gentle neighbor were the same being. The scent of her blood coiled tighter around him, intoxicating and maddening. Every second she stood close made restraint feel like torture, but he forced it down.